Hello, hello. I am super excited to be joining you here today. We are going to be answering a few of your questions, but we're going to be talking about how exciting January of 2025 is going to be for the Fantastic channel. I am so excited about what 2025 is going to hold for us all. So, we are going to start the new year out wonderfully because we are going to be talking about your finances and how we are going to get you financially set up so that you are ready to deal with not just 2025, we're talking about a lifetime of excitement when it comes to your finances. So, let's talk a little bit first about what we're having in January of 2025. We are going to be having the 3-day virtual conference, webinar, whatever you want to call it. I call it a conference because guess what? It's going to be just like we had in Orlando, except it's going to be even super better because we're going to have more speakers than we had in Orlando. We are going to be talking about everything from velocity banking, what that looks like in your own personal finances, to infinite banking concept. That is something that I have fallen head over heels in love with. I'm telling you, there is no better way to build wealth. Now, I have been working with Chris a lot because I am super excited about getting these policies set up for you guys. And I want to tell you that if I did not believe in what that concept does, I wouldn't be sharing it. But I am getting a whole load of videos up and going because I want you all to understand what building your wealth on compound interest means. You're talking about building wealth fast, and not only that, it doesn't it's not costing anything to do it. That's what's amazing to me, is that because I'm using lines of credit to fund this stuff, it I don't even feel it happening. I don't even feel it happening. I just see the wealth building, and it has been a game changer in my life. So I want to share that with you. I want to share that. So that's why we're doing multiple videos so that I can throw out this information in elementary terms to you. That's so important that it's elementary. I'm an elementary person. My mind works on visuals, and that's why we're having this virtual video that we're going to show you how things like this play into your finances and how easy it is to accomplish. So, I got way off track there. I just finished up with a video with him, and he is so super smart that I love being with great minds. So I wanted you to know that he is going to be a part of the 3-day webinar that we're getting ready to have. I can't tell you how excited I am to be doing this 3-day. Um, the point being is a lot of you guys could not attend the Orlando conference because, you have work, travel expenses, everything else, and I get it. So not only am I bringing this 3-day virtual live to you guys, but I'm doing it so super cheap that you can't say I couldn't afford to do it. Now, this information that's going to be in the conference, we're talking about virtual. Did I say virtual? Velocity banking. Velocity banking has changed my life. Like I said, we're going to be talking about the infinite banking concept. We're going to be talking about the private money club. We're going to have authors that write children's financial books for you guys that are interested in teaching your children while they're small how to work on their finances. Does it get into detail about velocity banking? No, not really. And I wish I had that book here. I have their books and I love them. I may run over there and grab their books here in just a second. But they are awesome books for children that talk about money, talks about giving. If you watch my channel at all, you know I love to give. I'm a big giver. I'm excited to give. So I want to share that with you too, so that you understand that the more you give, the more you receive. That's a spiritual law. You're not going to get by it. So if you're hoarding up money thinking that you're going to be, wait, was it beans and rice? So we're hoarding up money to throw on debt. Whereas if we just get our strategy set up with velocity banking, that you don't have to worry about nickel and diming your loans to death. You're literally going to be paying off stuff when you get your strategy set up. It's so exciting. I'm telling you. I wake up every day excited to work with you guys because I know this is the answer. This literally for me was wisdom straight from the Lord, and I'm going to share it with you. And for you guys that are interested and you want to learn how to get your finances under control, I am sending. I'm not just sending. I am pushing everything I can to you. I want you to know that there is a way for you to get financially free, and these partners that I have coming together, these guest speakers that are going to be sharing information with you, is easy. It's easy. And people that are in debt, they're like, she's crazy. There is no easy way to get out of debt. There really is. And if I hadn't have done it myself, I wouldn't be saying that. It's so easy when you just know how to use your money and use it correctly. We're not taught that. This is foreign. This is a foreign concept to American finance. If you look at my social media sites, that's exactly what I say. It's a foreign concept to American finance. And everybody that is wealthy is using it. And wow, the super wealthy are using the infinite banking concept as well. So I appreciate that, Andrea. Andrea, thank you for being honest. She says, I need help so badly. I wish you could feel my soul and my experience with being in debt, and you would see that I have had that same spirit crying out, I need help so badly. I'm telling you, the videos are free. You don't have to pay for the conference. I don't care about that. I want you guys to watch the videos, learn everything you possibly can about the velocity banking concept, and let it change your life. Get your strategy set up and then start focusing on your family and the important things around you. Don't be worried about debt. Debt is going to work out on its own when you get your strategy set up. Guys, I'm telling you, it's that simple. It's that simple. I'm pretty excited about it. I know it. I know it. Thank you, Stephen. You're so kind. Mark, thank you. Fantastic. I would not be the president for no amount of money because that is a very stressful position. I am not into that. Akina says, by finding your channel, you have literally changed the trajectory of my life. That is what velocity banking did for me. So thank you for sharing that. Hello, hello. Yes, happy new year. Alive in 2025. And I'm talking about financially alive, something you may not think is possible for you and your finances. You are going to be super shocked when you realize how these concepts are going to change your finances. People can scream scam all they want. Go ahead. I'm listening. Not really, because I don't care. I don't care about people who are naysayers. I'm not even thinking about negative comments that I may get here and there from people. Don't do it. If you think it's a scam, then you go live in your lie over there paying your interest and your loans. Okay. You go over there. I'm going to stay over here because I'm excited about it. I know what it's done for me, and it would be wrong of me not to share it with you. The good Lord himself gave me this information. I know it. I remember the day that I heard it. I had been praying about it, and boom, I thought, what did that guy just say? And Matthew Pillmore, I'll be forever grateful to you for sharing that video so that I could hear how to get my finances under control. Matthew, are you watching? If you are, I'm saying hi because you changed my life. And now I want to share with everybody all over this planet know that you can get your finances under control and be excited about it. Take your mind off of the stress. Oh my gosh, we made it through Christmas. Did you make it through Christmas? What a wonderful season, but it can be so stressful for people. I remember being so sad around Christmas because I could not do things for my children that I wanted to do. I was broke. I was so broke, it wasn't even funny. I do not want anybody watching today to have that feeling that I had. I had one Christmas, it was in 2008. I believe it was 2008. I'll have to think up those numbers. It was around that time. I had come out of this horrendous divorce, and me and my children had nothing. Okay. We had no money to buy anything. And when I tell you no money to buy anything, please ask my children because they will remember the Christmas that we went to Dollar Tree. And I think they got two or three things for $1 each. Those are sad times. Okay. Of course, my children have always been very grateful. They're very beautiful, beautiful spirits. And, they were grateful for just laughing literally that we were opening toys that we had bought at the Dollar Tree. They were opening them, realizing it was the same toys that they had just picked out at Dollar Tree, and they weren't even sad about it. So I guess I'm getting that's emotional to me because when you have children that are depending on you to make that Christmas really great and you can't make it happen, you know, it's a disappointment for everybody. And that's just a dark place in my spirit of how um, sad being broke can be. We still had a great Christmas, right? You still have good memories. But the thing is as a parent, when you cannot provide for your children just the basic necessities, that hurts. And if you are a parent and you're anything like me and you've come out of a divorce and you're a single parent, the pain is sad in general. A divorce is, you're taking something that was supposed to have become one flesh and you're breaking it apart. So there's all kinds of things wrong with that in the first place. But financially, when you're, you know, in my situation, I didn't even have the help that I needed during the marriage. So there was so much debt involved there. But the thing is that when you can pull away from a situation to where you're in the rut of ruts, and remember what I say a rut is? It's a grave with the ends dug out. You are literally just there. You're not progressing at all. When you're in that rut, that's when you need to look up and start climbing because you're going to come out of that. And when you're in the dark time, you don't think you are. You think that you're stuck, but you're not. You're not. The devil wants you to think that you're down there and you're not coming out. But I promise you, you're coming out and you're coming out in flying colors because you are learning while you're in that dark place. And if you're learning about velocity banking right now and you're in the dark place, you are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I mean, it's a glaring light. It's not just a little speck over there. You are having your whole mind enlightened to a new way of thinking when it comes to your money. That's what I want to show you. I want you to see that even if you're in the dark place, you're going to be able to breathe and you're going to breathe just fine when you learn how to use your money. That's all it is. It's about using your money to serve you instead of serving the banks. Okay. Now, if I can come out of that dark place, that's why I'm so hopeful. That's why I know that I know that I know wherever you're at today, you are going to come out and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I don't care what you're going through. I've been there, done that. I'm telling you, I could write a book or three. It's been a struggle, but it has been a beautiful one because it brought me full circle to where when I thought God wasn't listening, I know he was listening, and I can look back and see him right there beside of me, helping pulling me out of those places. So let me just say, let me just say, it is a beautiful life when you get everything in control. Your focus is back where it's supposed to be, which is on those beautiful children if you have them, which is on that beautiful spouse if you have them. Be good to your husband or your wife, because guess what? If you think that he's of no value, there's some woman out there that's going to think that he is of great value, and she'll take him from you. So you stay focused on what you need to be doing in that marriage and get your mind off of that debt. Get your mind off of working all the time. I do not agree with Dave Ramsey. I do not agree with you, Dave Ramsey. I do not think that we need to be working 2 and 3 jobs and delivering pizzas. I think we need to be at home taking care of our children, raising them in the Lord, getting them secure in a family. And when you're out gone all the time because you're busy worried about your debt that you got to make extra money, that's no, no. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to agree with that. We have to learn how to use our money, use the tools at the bank. So, guess what? We don't have to pick up the second and the third job. I don't want to be working all the time. I don't want you guys to be working all the time. I want you to be enjoying your life today. Starting today, I want you to be happy. I want you to be enjoying your children. I want you to be at home cleaning your house. I get great joy in cleaning my home. I think that it's a time to almost relax. I enjoy having time to do that. I don't have a lot of time to do that right now, but I enjoy doing it. You can ask my husband. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I just decided to vacuum the floors. I don't know why." The point is that joy comes in different ways to us all. So if you are busy working at a job that you hate, then that's not joy. And if you're having to be gone from your families just to work the overtime so that you can make your payment this month, there's no joy in that. The joy is taking the time to invest into those little kids that are going to grow up, and they will be gone one day. They're going to get married, they're going to have their own lives. Investing time in your spouse, because guess what? We're not guaranteed tomorrow. And okay, hold on. I just had this sick feeling come in my stomach because people are out working, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16 hours a day because Dave Ramsey said, well, you got to go to work. And, after you leave that job, go to the next one. And don't you dare go on vacation and enjoy your families. Don't you dare go to a restaurant and sit down and have some good time with your families. No, it's about let's go to work, work every hour we can get, all the overtime we can grow, just so that we can put a couple of dollars on a loan and pay it off. Okay, I'm just not there. I'm not there. I'm not going to be there. I've worked 7/12s. I know what it means to work. And do you know the saddest time in my whole life? The saddest time in my whole life over deaths and everything. When I look back on my life, the saddest time of my life is when I was hitting that overtime to make it happen financially, and my little children were sitting at home with maybe a stranger watching them because I was out making money. That's the saddest time in my life. I missed those years right there when my children, the most beautiful thing God ever put into my life, and I had to walk away from it to go hit a job site. That hurts me. That hurts me. And I have a collage of pictures of my children over just beside of my office here that I can look at and I can remember those times when they were so small and I should have been devoting all of my time to spending with them, investing in them. But no, I had to go to work because I didn't know how to use my money. And as much as I made, I felt like I was completely broke by the next paycheck. Do you know how sick and tired I was of working all the time, 7 12s, and then what? You come home and you have to go to bed because you're exhausted. You've worked all day. More time you don't get to spend with your kids, and your children are sitting there just waiting for you. They're waiting for mom to get up and, are we going to have, a few minutes to talk today? Well, I don't know. By the time, let's see, I drive home from work, and it was about a 30-minute drive. So you're talking about another hour in your day gone. So there's 13 hours gone away from your kids. And then, you sleep. So let's say I was getting about 5 hours of sleep there just so that I could rest up a little bit to go back to that next 12-hour shift. So here we are. We're at 13. We slept for 5. We're at 18. And then we're talking about being exhausted, right? You're exhausted, but you're up because you want to spend a little bit of time with your family. So you get ready, and let's say there's an hour. I mean, look, your whole day is gone, and you're living in a fog because you're so freaking exhausted from where you've been out doing a job that you may love to do, but you're still exhausted. I'm telling you, people, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. And then you're still late on your bills. You're still late. And it's just exhausting. What in the world happened to me? Where did I go? I came on here to talk about the 3-day webinar that's coming up here in just a few days. We are going to have it. Alex Alperin's going to be with us. He's going to talk about building your business. Like I said, Chris Nagle, I can't talk enough about him and what he's doing to help build the wealth in America. We're talking about Money Max. Of course, they're going to be with me. We're going to have the actual creator of Money Max with us, John Washington. He is going to be with us again. I'm always excited to talk with him. Great minds, great minds. We're going to have Brent Carlson with Corporate Capital. He's going to be with us. I'm super excited about that. And I'm just telling you, we're going to have many more. So I hope that you can join us. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now so that you can go sign up for that. Like I said, I am not ashamed to invite you guys to this because guess what? I had people telling me, you should be charging some big money for that because you're going to have a lot of speakers. People are going to get a lot of information. And I said, absolutely not. We're going to keep it low so that anybody that, no matter what area or what time in life you're in, as far as if you're in a dark space, if you're broke, whatever, you can afford to come and watch this virtual conference. And not only that, it's recorded. So if you can't make it during the conference, you're going to have access to the recording of this conference. So come and join us. You're going to be super excited. We're going to keep it alive and well. And I am going to have my preacher, I call him Preacher Scott. And the reason I call him Preacher Scott is because my husband is Scott. So I try to keep them separate when I'm talking to people. He's also going to be speaking with us. I don't know. For guys anybody that was in the conference in Orlando, I have heard nothing but great things about this guy and how real he is when he's talking about the Lord and how it is that we are to, live in the goodness, live in the blessing. And we're not perfect. So anybody out there that thinks that, oh, well, I'm Sister Christian. Well, I'm not. I try every day. I strive. I want to be close to the Lord, but I am not Sister Christian. I had to repent this morning for getting aggravated over things that are not my problem. And so I've dealt with sin just like every single one of you do out there. So please don't think that I'm trying to say that I'm anything holier than thou, because I am the scum of the earth. And so this my preacher, he lives real and he talks real. So I'm always excited to bring him into any conferences that I have, because he always makes me feel better about using scripture and showing me that, hey, we are all down here together. We're striving to do our best. And guess what? The blessing of the Lord is all over you if you're one of his. So, is there anything better than that? The favor has been all over everything that I do. And I cannot encourage you more to get into that word and look at what the Lord has to offer to you, because he's not this demeaning, big thing out there that's just looking forward to throwing you under the bus and cursing you. That is a lie from the devil. He wants to bless you. He wants to be good to you. And he has shown himself over and over in my life. So nobody can tell me that he's not real, because I know he's real. And I am excited to share him as well with you. So I'm excited. Okay. Today is an exciting day. I guess because I spent a lot of time with Chris Nuggle today, and his mind is so great and just so bright in what he does and what he teaches. And I can't wait to share all of the information that I learned from all of these great guys with you, because we're going to get you in control of your finances. Now, you may not think you're going to, but I know you're going to. So I'm excited about it. We have Canada in the house. We've got Florida in the house. Thank you, Castle. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Can I know the book names? You know what? I think I can walk over here and get the books. I'll be right back. Okay. See, that didn't take too long. We're all still here. We're all here. We're together. And say no to debt. Is that beautiful? Is that beautiful? I think I have a link underneath the videos. If not, I will put a link underneath this. Angela and Charles do a great job with these books. So let's look at it a little bit. I didn't have books like this when my kids were little, so I didn't even know they existed. But look how nice this is. Check this out. Can you see that? Can you see that? I love it because it's not only talking about say no to debt, but they've got money is easy. Am I telling you guys this all the time? Money is easy. I hope you can see this. The light's kind of glaring. Let's look at the next one. Giving. Everybody that watches my channel, you know I love to give. I love it. We're even going to have a New Year's Day giving. I've decided we're going to have a New Year's Day giving of some sort on this channel. I have to figure that out, but don't be surprised if you don't see me pop up on January the 1st. So giving is easy. Aren't these beautiful books? I mean, look at this. And every page has just awesome pictures, and I feel like I'm doing an advertisement. I'm really not. I'm just showing you. These guys are supposed to be speaking at the 3-day webinar. Saving is easy. Saving is super easy when you're using infinite banking concept. I'm telling you, you're going to love this webinar. There's going to be so much information. So I hope that these books kind of give you a way to move with your children. Another thing that the video we're going to be releasing that we just did today, I got to get it ready. I got to do the editing, all that fun stuff. But we're talking about how to build wealth for your children. Super important, because we have to be training our kids how to use their money so that when they are my age, they're not going to be just learning about how to handle the money. We need to raise the children so that they understand we're not to be in debt. That's not good at all. We are to be givers. We are to have more than enough so that we can give and help the people that need the help. Give them the information like Velocity Banking to help them to get out of debt. So I hope you're spreading the word. That's only fair that you would spread the word and give people the chance to at least hear about Velocity Banking. And if they don't want to do it, fine. I don't care. I'm not mad at you. Go do Dave Ramsey. I don't care. Dave Ramsey seems like a great guy. I just don't agree with his 1960s way, like that we're still in a cash society. We're not. We don't do cash. We don't do cash, dudes. We're in credit. Everybody knows that. So get your credit ready to do what you need to do, right? All right, let's read some comments. Spiritual law. Monica knows about the spiritual laws. Yes. Oh, gosh. Sorry. I just get excited about that. I love to give. I love it. When you love to give, you're a cheerful giver. Guess what God's going to do with that? I know He's going to bring it right back to you. It's going to be so exciting for you. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. Give. Tithing is super important. Yes. We're talking about giving to people. Any way you feel led to give, for goodness gracious, do it. Do it. It's not our money anyway. It's His. We might as well give it away. I have been going to school on your vids. Thank you, Joe. Good luck with that. I love VB. It's awesome and glad I found you and Denzel. Best thing ever. Thank you, Blaze. Watching my daily Vann church financial evangelism. And thank you, Jag. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for everything. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been getting ready all this month and starting in January. I'm starting. Way to go, Evie. I'm so excited for you. All right, let's see. Speaking of divorce, I got the house, but my ex won't sign over the deed in lieu. We have 5 years left to pay it off. Then I can get it in my name. Can I still get a HELOC or do I need his okay? You will need his okay, Finding Dory, if he won't. I don't understand why he won't sign over the deed. Seems like that if that's in your divorce that you could make him do that. I would check into that a little bit more. But yes, if you get a HELOC, he will have to sign off on it. And it sounds like that he's not being very easy to work with here. Okay. Great day, gorgeous lady. Thank you. You are a real queen. True inspiration of the secret lessons you are teaching. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Game over. You're right. When it comes to that debt, it's game over. This is not robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's using available funds so you can depend on your own habits and you can put your money to work for you. Thank you, Joe. Yes, you are right. You are right. Let's see. If they try to shut you up, just run to Jamaica. We will hide. Okay, thank you. Amen, sister. You speak the truth. Thank you so much. Yes, Philippians 4:19. But my God shall supply all of my needs according to His riches and glory through Jesus Christ. And is there anything better than that? Because guess who created the universe? My God. So, is He got anything or is He lacking that I can't just ask for anything? Come on, guys. We're talking about the creator of the universe here. And I know that He's got my back. And I hope you feel the exact same way. Oh, so exciting. Amen. Kids come first. Say it louder so Dave can hear. I don't want to make Dave mad. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not after, I'm not trying to get some kind of conflict going here. I'm just saying that I know that there's an easier way to get out of debt than working yourself to death. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Thank you again. You have no idea how much I needed to hear this. I appreciate you. For the life of me, I cannot figure out how to do this system. It feels like I'm making more debt for some reason. You are not making more if you're doing it correctly. You've got to do it correctly. Yes, Evie. Yes, just keep watching videos. I'm tired of my kitchen table bills. There is so much more to life. I know all about the kitchen table bills. They used to lay like, guys, I used to have checks bounce all the time. That's how poor I was, is that I was writing bad checks because I was trying to make it to the next day. That's, you can't tell me anything you're going through that I haven't already experienced. I'm telling you, it is exhausting. It's exhausting. Hello from New Jersey. I have the Money Max program. Still trying to figure it out. I love your motivation. Thank you, Think Mirror. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Money Max, you should not be trying to figure it out. You should have been trained to the point that you know what you're doing with that. So when I hear I'm trying to figure it out, I would like to know who your representative was, because it sounds like you didn't get the training that you need. Just saying. The fantastic team, if you're on the fantastic team of Money Max, they should have you knowing what you're doing, okay? So please don't guess at the Money Max. That's an easy system if you have been trained correctly, okay? These companies don't care about you. Yes, you will get replaced so fast. Focus on your family time instead, rather than working your whole life so much and doing overtime that just doesn't matter at all. You are right. Once this life is over, we're not going to care about, I mean, nobody cares. Does anybody really care about anything, especially when it comes to these corporations and stuff? They just want the job done. Once you're out of here, they're going to replace you. And what a waste. We need to be investing our time in the things that matter, which is, like I said, your spouse, your kids, whatever. Okay, beans and rice budgeting. Jesus, you're always right here. You are so awesome. Leads to a beans and rice retirement, only to end up buried under a field of beans and rice. Amen and amen to that. Thank you. Dave Ramsey is a good guy, but his system absolutely failed me when my business went under. I wish I would have known how to organize a strategy to pay off debt. Joe, I am sorry about your business, but yes, I felt like that the $5 and $10 that I was able to put on the huge mortgage was a complete joke. I mean, come on, guys. That's a complete joke. Why are we not taught about lines of credit and how beautiful they are and how easy they are? Why are we not taught that? Why are we taught things like, oh, we'll get an extra job and put every extra dime you can on a loan? That doesn't even make sense to me anymore. I'm like, if there's a scam in this world, it's that lie right there. Oh, just work overtime and put extra dimes onto your big, large student loan that's $300,000. I don't know. I get aggravated about that stuff. I do not have recommendations for a PLOC because they are usually at your local credit union. Those are the best I can seem to find. Romans 13:8. Oh, no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Amen and amen. Thank you for that. Uh-oh. My thing, you just skipped all the way up. The link does not work. My link is not working. I'm going to try it and see. Why is my link not working? It was working. I think if you go to my website at fantasticfinances.com, I'll put that in here too. Let me move my books all the way here. It has been a busy time with Christmas, and then we're talking about other things that I'm trying to get educated in, testing that I'm taking, all kinds of things going on. But the fantasticfinances.com, I want to say that the link to the 3-day conference is in there as well. I hope it is. If not, you can contact me through the link, and I think it has a suggestion there of you're looking for the link to sign on to that 3-day. The thing is that is my link, so I don't know why it's not working. It worked when I put it in. It's www.christyvan.info/virtual. So I hope that, I don't know, put it in your browser. It should work. I'm sorry you had to miss those times. I pray God can give you new joy. My wife and I sacrificed making good money to be there with them, and it cost us financially wise. Yes. Yes. So, you know what? I did miss those times, and I try not to think back about that, and I hope my kids don't either. But yes, it's totally discouraging when you're in those times, and it's so sad. I remember being on job sites where I would literally break down because, you know, you want to be at home and you want to see your kids, and when you're doing, especially like I worked as a CWI, a certified welding inspector, you were gone on these projects maybe 8, 10, 12 weeks at a time. And if you even had your kids with you, you're staying in a hotel or in a camper or something. And so you literally just see them like, hey, and you're so foggy where you're so tired. But it's like, what are you doing today? Well, we're just watching videos because we don't have anything else to do because our mom is gone. And it's like, how sad is that? Gosh, yeah, those are crazy times. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. Leaving young children with guardian. Don't tell mommy, say no more. Okay, okay. I know kind of what you mean there. Christy, can you please repost the link? It does not work. I got that again. This is so nice of you. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you, Eileen. Hi, Wassam. Hi, Wassam. I hope that you're doing well. You are very welcome. I need a one-on-one session. You're going to have to go to I guess the website, or there's links below the videos if you need that. I just really wish that you guys would watch videos and figure it out and save your money, put it onto your debt and get out of debt. Thank you, Craft Tutoring Services. Thank you so much. Hello, is that Paluman? Paluman? I hope I said that right. Let's see. Oh, can you please consider to talk about doing velocity banking by oneself when your partner disagrees or doesn't believe in the strategy? Thank you in advance, Mary. I know that had I learned about velocity banking when I was in my first marriage, that he would not have gone with me in any way into that strategy either. I don't know what to say about that. I just don't know what to say about that. I don't know how to help people that are in that situation. I guess if your finances are separated, then you could absolutely do it on your own. But if your finances are one and they're together, just pray, hoping that he'll come around and see how easily velocity banking works, and maybe he'll jump in. I don't know what to tell you about that. I do have a marriage counselor on the side. If you guys, anybody needs that, I have a counselor that you're welcome to reach out to. But as far as, trying to do velocity banking with a partner that doesn't agree, that could be pretty tough. So if you can, you might want to separate out what you're working on with your debt and your income to see if, you could kind of prove to them that this works. I don't know what else to say about that. Sorry, because I know that's a very tough situation. Oh, yeah. So John 10:10, a thief does not come except to steal, kill, and destroy. Yes. I have come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. I cannot tell you how I did not know that verse was in the Bible until my 30s. I know. Is there anybody in the room that did not or does not know that Jesus said he came to give us life? So, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, spiritually, we're all going to die and go to heaven one day when we're in Christ. No, life and life more abundantly. More abundantly. That doesn't mean living in poverty. I don't hear poverty in the word abundant. No, I don't hear that. So, okay. Why is my site not working? People keep telling me that. I don't know what else to do. I don't know why the link's not working. I'm going to try it myself. Okay, so everybody hold on. So I'm going to go to www. It's only 2 W's. www.christyvann.info/virtual. It went right to it for me. So maybe if you just type that into your browser, it'll come up. It popped right up for me. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to say about that. So try it again, okay? Hello from California. Wow, we got California everywhere. Nice. Beersheba, Tennessee. I don't even know if I know Beersheba Springs, Tennessee. Thank you so much. So grateful for what you're doing to bless all the world that has found your site. I hope so. I just pray every morning that the favor of the Lord is all over this channel and that he will push it out to everybody that is struggling financially so that you can get the help that you're looking for. Sunshine State. Hello, Nicole. Hello. Let's see. Hi, buddy. Watching from Space Beach, California. That sounds like a really nice place to be. Will the conference be recorded? Yes. I have to work during the day. Yes. That's awesome, Laura. Yes, it is recorded. That way you can go back and catch up anything that you missed. We got North Dakota in the house. Are you cold or what? I'll bet you're cold up there, North Dakota. What a great place, though. I've heard how awesome that state is financially and everything else. Breezy says, hey, I've been watching your videos for a while. I kind of understand, but it seems as though I keep missing something with the strategy. Do you think it's fear or comprehension? Keep watching videos and the concept will clear up for you. It could be either or. It's so funny. I hear about the fear a lot, and I remember having the fear myself, but for some reason, we're not afraid of a loan and all the interest that it's stealing from us. We're afraid of how to use a line of credit. And isn't that a mindset totally? It's like a stronghold that, oh, this couldn't be right because, well, I've always been told that we need to do our finances this way. Haven't we all been told that we need to go get that checking account? So we have the checking account from the day we're born nearly, especially from that first job. Got to have a checking account because guess what? That's where all of our income goes, right? So the income goes into the checking account. And then what do? Well, we've got to put it out because we have to pay bills, right? So we got to pay our car payment, maybe our house. We got to pay utilities. So everything comes out of here, right? Food, on and on and on. And by the time you have $100 come into your checking account, and then you have 150 going out in expenses, you're in a negative. You're broke. Whereas if you had the line of credit here, and then all of your income goes into this, now you're paying these out from this, right? You don't have a payment due here because when that income went in, it satisfied any amounts that were due here. Now you're able to pull back out of here. And instead of just making these monthly payments every month, you're probably able to pay off some loans with the line. So these monthly payments are being reduced to zero, which is making your cash flow come up, which is giving you more money in this account that you're able to pull back out and pay off more bills, more loans. We want to get rid of the loans, and if you're keeping credit card balances month to month, you need to back those down too. And let's get in control of our money. That's how easy it is. Now, something Chris Noggle and I were talking about this morning is this line of credit doesn't just serve you getting out of debt, it serves you helping fund those policies that are building more and more wealth. I'm so excited about those. I have learned so much and it's just been great. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Akina. Thank you so much. So you did get into the site to purchase because you said you just purchased the webinar that's coming up. So some people are getting into that. So good. I know it's not all bad. Hello, Riss. Hello, hello. Yes, that works good. Thank you. Thank you, Abeless. I'm asking this question. Maybe you never saw it when you run for those books. Oh, that's hilarious. My Vans t-shirt. Yes, I did have on. I don't know if anybody caught it, but I released a video. I think I released it. Did I release it Saturday? Friday or Saturday, and I was wearing a Vans t-shirt. So I've had so many people point that out. I'm glad you were aware. I think that's pretty funny. Do you think that Vans would sponsor me? Because I did wear their shirt. I don't know. I like the Vans. Oh, I love the platform shoes. I've got 2 or 3 pairs of those Vans. But besides that, I think the t-shirt's all I have. But yeah. Vans, you might as well, right? Last name Vann, Vans. I love it. I love it. Anyway, thank you, husband, for the name. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Is that Gia Gas IRL? Thank you so much for that. You do not have to push donations my way, but I appreciate it. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. We need a live stream where people speak about their line of credit, where they got it from, the rate, easy to use. Good idea, Jesus. Never thought about that. Hello from Texas. I'm excited about my new journey, paying off debt using Velocity Banking. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Live, for sharing. Is that Live Global or Live Global? I think it's Live. Okay. Let's see. Stressing about funds is never a good thing. It's not noble and it doesn't pay off. Very good, Joe. Thank you. Oh, good. Okay. So the the address is working in a different browser. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited to get all of that set up and running. We're going to have a great webinar. I just know it. I know the blessing of the Lord is going to be all over it. I know you're going to get the information that you need. And I'm excited to bring you all there. Like I said, I had people saying you need to charge more for these things. No, I don't. I don't, because this isn't about making money. This is about getting the information to you guys and just enough of the fee to cover the expenses that it takes to get all this stuff together. That's all I'm interested in. Businesses use lines of credit all the time. Cash flow management. Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, do you think the Donald Trumps of the world are billionaires because they're going out and getting loans? Come on, guys. You got to wake up. You got to wake up. Amen and amen. Let's see. Hello from Fresno, California. You are the best thing since sliced bread and HELOCs. Blessings. Thank you so much, Mo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sunflower, you need to go to the playlist and look under credit card debt strategies to learn how to use your credit cards. I know you're just chatting with us now, but what would you advise someone who has 5,000 handy, pay a little on 3 credit cards with high interest, or just pay it all on one? Thank you for answering. Well, you are welcome. It depends on your credit cards and what those payments look like. So $5,000 on 3 credit cards might knock the payment down a little bit, but imagine if you you use the credit cards as expense cards. And let's just look at that. I've got a minute. I actually am off today because I thought I'm going to spend some time studying for my upcoming test. I'm going to spend time doing a live stream, and I'm going to spend time getting some videos edited so I can get them up. But if we're talking about a credit card, and let's say you have a $5,000 balance on one, and you pay, let's say, $250 a month, then you have a $2,000 balance on one, and let's say you're paying around $125 per month, and then you have a $700 credit card, and that you're paying $50. Okay, so if you have the velocity way that I started, because I did not have a line of credit, I had two small credit cards. I took this 700, let's say, and I decided, okay, I'm going to pay for my food with this credit card. So I would put $700 into the credit card to cover my food expenses only. Okay. Well, what did it do when I put my $700 income into this card? It paid it off. So not only did it pay it off, my payment was gone as well. So I gained $50 in cash flow. Now let's talk about this $2,000 one. What if with this payment here that I said, okay, well, I'm going to be paying for my car insurance, and say my car insurance is $300 a month. So this $2,000, I would put my car insurance income into $300. Well, what happened? That payment's gone. I reduce this by $300 until I make the car insurance payment again. But regardless, I have now gained $175 in new cash flow just because I'm paying my car insurance with one and I'm paying for my food with the other. So let's talk about maybe this $250 payment that you have every month. What if you decided, okay, I'm going to pay for my gas, and let's see, what else? How about subscriptions, Netflix, whatever? And that's going to total me about $300 per month. So I put the $300 into the credit card. This payment is now what? Cash flow, right? So now you have $250 here. You've gained $175 here. You're talking about gaining cash flow just with the way you're using your credit cards, right? Yes, interest is still going to be charged, but when you're putting money into these cards to cover expenses that you're already going to be paying, you're already going to be buying food. So why not put it into your credit card first and then charging it out throughout the month? The balance is going to build up slowly. So now you are not only satisfying whatever payment that you had due on those cards, but now you've reduced that balance down a little bit, and it's going to slowly build back up throughout the month. I hope that makes sense. That's the way I started with my credit cards, because that's the only thing I had to work with was the credit cards. And when I learned to use them as expense cards, it was super easy for me. And when I went in and put this first $700 in and paid off, because that's what one of my credit cards was $700, and it stayed at the limit because I thought the $25 payment was the only choice I had. But thank you again, Matthew Pillmore, when he told me about how to use it, my income went in and paid it off. So guess what that did with my credit score even? Guys, it's going to increase your credit scores. It's going to reduce your balances, and you're going to be able to pay off this stuff really quickly. The thing about this was this card was getting paid off for me every month because I was just using it for my food. This one that was a little bit higher, maybe when your income goes in and reduces that balance a little bit, then you've got this new cash flow here of over $400. Wouldn't you put that too into this 2000? So now you have 400 plus this 125. What were you putting in here? The car insurance was 300, I believe is what I said, right? Okay, so if your 300's going in and now your new cash flow of 400's going in, then you're working that down $700, that the interest charges are going to be less because you have lowered that average daily balance. And remember, they love to cut the limits on the credit cards. So be careful with that. If you're going to put $1,000 into a $2,000 or a $5,000 balance on a credit card, then when you go to do that, break that down a little bit. Break it down to where you're putting in $200 increments instead of a $1,000 chunk. Hopefully you won't trigger the banks to cut your limits by doing that. So if you're paid weekly, it's the same thing. You would break it down to, I'm going to put in $50 a week instead of $200 a month. I hope that makes sense. When you're hitting that interest cycle more often, you're making them you're making them reset their interest cycle. It's a 25-day period usually that the interest cycle runs in credit cards. And when you're hitting that more often, it's not only helping you with the average daily balance, but it's probably going to boost your credit score pretty good. So if you're looking at a low credit score right now, see if you can't break those payments down from paying monthly into weekly, maybe even a couple of times a week, not more, just breaking it down more. So if you have a $200 payment that is due on the due date, see if you can't break that down to $25 twice a week and see if that doesn't boost your credit score. Okay. I got a lot of great reports about that. I'm talking, the testimonies are 40 points to 120 points by your next reporting date, just because you are breaking down that monthly payment on a credit card and hitting that line of credit more often. Okay. I hope that makes sense, because that's really been a game changer for some of my people. Hi from North Carolina. Been watching for a while. Finally convinced my hubby to do this. We sign on a HELOC in 2 weeks. What surprised me is how much our house valuation went up since 2021. It has doubled. Yes, Genevieve. Yes. And Genevieve. I hope I said your name right. Yes, the property values are up and the HELOCs are doing really good right now. Thank you, Think Mirror. Thank you so much. I can't wait. Let's see. I don't know if the same system works in Jamaica or not. I just don't know how that works over there. So I am sorry. We've got Miami in the house. 3 months into my HELOC and I've saved $15,000 already. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. How to get a credit score above 800. I just went over the credit card strategy on how to use it to maybe do the increase on your credit score. Yes, the webinar will be recorded. A son of God. Awesome. I've been telling everyone about you. That is so good. Thank you so much. And you are welcome. You get a line of credit from your local credit union. It is a really great place, Cynthia. Texas here. Texas is my #1 clientele state. Go figure. I don't know why. You guys just are. Maybe it's because my husband was born and bred from I don't know. Just saying. It says I have a $168,000 mortgage at 4.75%. Oh my goodness. 27 years left. It's worth $270,000. I'd like a HELOC just like you're suggesting. I have a $45,000 loan revolving. I don't know of any loans that revolve, so I'm not sure what that means. But let's talk about what you're looking at in Texas. Texas has a little different rules and regulations on the HELOC. but you say that you have a home worth $270,000. That's your value. You're in Texas. So we're talking about an 80% loan to value usually if you're looking at a first lien HELOC. So let's do 270 times 80%. That's $216,000. This would, nope, that's $216. 216,000 would be your loan to value at the 80%. Okay. So that means that if you have 168,000 due, that the first lien would pay off this mortgage, meaning whatever your monthly payment is now cash flow, because you're going to use this new line of credit just like you would a second position HELOC, but now you're in the first position. So the $168,000 mortgage, and if you're talking about 4.75 that you have right now in interest, you're talking, if you've looked at your documents, that contract that you signed for that mortgage, you're probably looking at about 40, 80, 90, about 95% interest. Yeah, it's not 4.75, right? It's no. And you're probably paying a lot of that right now and have already paid a lot of interest, right? So if we're talking about, and we'll go ahead and do it. I have nothing but time right now. So if you've got a mortgage and you're paying 4.75%, let's say your original loan amount was, you're 3 years in, so let's say 175,000, and then the interest rate is 4.75. You're talking about a payment of $913 approximately, and that's before taxes and insurance, right? So 913 per month is now satisfied because your income is going into this line because the mortgage was paid off with the line. I hope that makes sense. So let's say that you have $2,000 in cash flow with this new amount gone, okay? So your mortgage payment's gone. You now have $2,000 in cash flow. And you're talking about paying off this mortgage a little bit faster because you moved it into a line of credit. And let's say that the line of credit is even at 8%. Let's say it's pretty high. So 168,000 times 8%. So 168,000 times 8. Oh my goodness, why am I doing this? Times 8% equals 13,440 in interest per year. So annually. Now divide that by 12. So $1,120 in interest for your first payment. Okay. Now remember, as your income is going in, you're bringing this balance down. Every single month, your cash flow is paying this off. So this interest would be your very highest that it's going to be. So if you're going to calculate how that's going to look on a payoff, and you have 27 years left, and let's say you're paid weekly or biweekly, you're really gaining more cash flow when you get paid weekly and biweekly because you get that extra check throughout the year, a couple of them, right? So all of that would be totaled or recalculated into this line of credit if you're just using a first lien HELOC, because every dime you make is going into this line of credit first, which is bringing the balance down. And then because it's a sweep account, it is your checking account now, you're paying all of your expenses right back out of this line of credit. Super easy. Okay. So if we averaged what you're paying in interest and with your new cash flow, so you're talking about, I'm just giving you a really quick rundown on what that would look like. This $168,000, you're talking about paying it off in about really around 10 years now. So you went from a 27-year payoff down to about a 10-year payoff, just moving that into the line of credit with this cash flow that is at 2,000 now, because your 913 has become cash flow where you no longer have this monthly payment. Your 2,000 cash flow now literally turns a 27-year mortgage into about 10 years, and that is including the high 8% interest. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Watch videos, guys. Watch videos, and all of that will clear up for you. It gets really, really easy when you watch the videos. I hope that helped with your question. In Texas, let's see here. I'm checking with my employer to see if they have a credit union they use. Okay. I'm using my credit card exactly how you demonstrated on the whiteboard. I would never have known how to do that without your help. You're welcome, Joe. I didn't know either until I saw my first video. It depends. The credit scores are updated when they report. So if you call your credit card company, they probably can give you a date that they report. So they all have different dates, I assume. Okay. Yes, I have a first lien HELOC lender. I'll put that in the chat. You are welcome to go check them out. They'll answer any questions that you have. Also, Chris Ogle is putting out a free legacy builder. It's a book you can read. It's free if you want to get that as well. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so let me go back to the chat. Okay, so this here is going to be a first lien lender in Texas. He works in Texas. All in one, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So if you have questions about a first lien HELOC, please go talk to him. And I just saw Chris Ogle's link that he sent me on this free book that he's given away on building legacy. And it's about using infinite banking policies. So I'm telling you, people, I got to learn more about those. They are crazy, crazy good. Let's see here. Let me go back to his link. The Legacy Builder. That's the name of it. Wait, this is a free giveaway. Okay. Okay, so this doesn't cost you a dime to learn about this stuff. I have a link to his team underneath my videos as well. This is called, I'm going to name it the Legacy Builder, I guess. The Legacy, that's what he calls it. Legacy Builder, if I can type. And I am putting that link in here as well. Okay, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Why is this not working for me? I'm straight from the 80s, guys. I am straight from the 80s. Okay, so I copied it. Okay, it's not letting me paste, so maybe I won't be able to do this. Let me pull it up and see what. Oh, this is a Legacy Builder course. Wow, free giveaway. I wonder why he's doing that. That is super awesome. Well, I'm going to save it on my computer, and then I will try to share that link if I can. Okay, so let me look. You're going to have to be patient with me. I am totally not into the computer scene. I have no idea how to use anything when it comes to the computer. Okay, let's see if my link will work now. If If it doesn't, we're all out of luck. Okay, it doesn't. We're all out of luck. I don't know. Chris, help. Are you watching? Chris, will you help me? I don't know why. It won't let me paste it. Well, that's too bad. I'm going to put it underneath my video. I'll put it underneath the video and you guys can go there. Okay. So is the first lien HELOC preferable to a second position? One sea bass. The only thing about the difference, I think, between the first and the second position is one, the first position or the first lien will give you 80 to 90% of your loan to value. So it's going to give you not only paying off the mortgage, but also give you any equity available in your home up to that 80, which is in Texas 80%. The other states, a lot of states are 90% loan to value. I think it's safer. I think the first position is a safer product due to you're in the first position. Okay, just like you are with your mortgage, you're in the first position. So that bank says, okay, well, if you don't pay your payments, you default, then we're going to sell your property and then take any proceeds we get off of the sale and put it into your loan. So that's a first position. A second position is a little more scarier or unstable, because the point being, if your property values drop, if we have a market crash like we did in 2008, 9, and 10 there, if you default, then they're kind of in a position of waiting on the first position. So if for whatever reason, they can freeze the second position, they could call it, they could cut your limits. So the first position, the lenders I work with, they haven't had that happen yet, not even through 2008. So I consider it a little safer. So I prefer the first over the second, but either works to get your debt eliminated. And I mean, we're not going to be sitting in these large balances anyway. If you're using Velocity Banking correctly, you're going to be getting out of debt. You're not going to be gaining more debt. So the point being that if you're using the HELOC correctly, whether it's in the first or second position, you're going to be okay, because we're never taking those balances up to the limit anyway. I don't like that. I keep mine paid off most of the time, but when I use it to fund my infinite policies, for example, my income is going right back in to work that right back down. So I hope that kind of cleared up that question you asked there. Hi, Christy. I'm trying to subscribe to the virtual, but for some reason, the register here now is not working. Can you assist with that? Just go in and type it into your browser. I had somebody else saying that, and they tried a different browser and it worked. So maybe it's to do with the browser, but it is, I'm going to do it again, www.christyvann.info/virtual. Just type that into your browser. If it doesn't work in that browser, then go to another one. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but try again. Thank you, Terry, for understanding that I'm not very tech savvy. Just found your channel and it's a great quick question. I have 2 credit cards with 0% balance transfer 18 months. Should I use that or my PLOC with variable 12.99%? I let debt set on the 0% using or paying only the minimum monthly payment until it's time that the promotion's about to end, and then transferring those balances out of the 0% into whatever that you're going to work down your debt with. I love my PLOC. I use it all the time. I used to use it more. I love my HELOC. I used to use it all the time. I don't if you're using these lines of credit correctly, you're not going to be paying 12.99%, guys. That's what we have to understand is you have to use the lines correctly by putting your income in, pulling your expenses out throughout the month. You're not going to be paying that interest rate if you're using it right, okay? Greetings from San Diego. I watched many of your videos and thank you for them. I used your fantastic worksheet and modified it used to project the payments to pay credit card, living expenses, etc. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me make sure. I think I missed some questions. Thank you. I just bought a car and I want to do some repairs on my house. Okay. Hi from Florida. Thank you so much for this plan. I'm about to retire and this will help me get debt free. I thank God for putting you in my life. Yes, my credit score has gone up by doing this. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is beautiful. I am so glad you're getting help, especially going into retirement. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm jumping down because I'm going to have to sign off here in a minute. I can't believe we're coming up on 2 o'clock. Where did my day go? My daughter is afraid of the HELOC in Pilot, and no one can explain it better than you. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Can you help with planning to purchase a first home? Your webinar? Yes, the webinar is definitely going to be talking about your first lien HELOC and how it purchases homes. Guys, I just learned this, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, that you can also get a first lien HELOC on investments. I did not know that. You can also have the construction line of credit to build the home. So many things I'm learning. I'm still learning, and I learned more today with Chris and Ogle. I learn with these banks that I work with how to use these products. But yes, you can purchase a new purchase with a line of credit. I did not know that, until last year. So we're all learning and growing together. It's all going to work out just fine. And the more that we learn, the more and better we're going to do with our income. That's what's important, is that you're using the income that you are making to benefit you now and in the future. The point is don't throw your money away. Absolutely be using every dime you bring in to benefit you. It's your money. You should be doing that. You should have plenty left over for giving. The Bible says that a man should work not just for food, but that he has plenty to give those that need. That's what life is about. And once you are doing what you're put on this earth to do, you're going to feel so fulfilled. It's going to be so beautiful. And it is a beautiful life when you know how to use your money. We got to stop the struggle, the paycheck to paycheck living, being in the negative. That has to stop, and you can stop it with Velocity Banking. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I am super excited that you came on here and you sat with me for a while. I don't get to do this much. But I love to do it. It says E.T., go home. I'm kidding. I'm from the 80s. Remember, all of that. Every time I see things like E.T. or anything that reminds me of the 80s, my mind immediately flashes back. I just joined the live show. Is a helicopter at my credit union a helicopter or a HELOC? Yes, you can use a HELOC at your credit union. I think that's what you're asking me. Yes. As the HELOC interest payments, are they deductible? In a lot of situations, the HELOC interest payments are tax deductible. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have heard that in some situations that can be deducted. Yes. I'm about to apply for my first HELOC. What should I say or not say during the application process? I'm excited for you, but you just go in and, they're going to appraise your home. So they're going to know how much that you have available in equity. Okay. What should you say or not say? I don't think, when you get the HELOC, it sometimes can be used for consolidation of putting some debt in there to get your cash flow up. I don't think they have a problem with that. Usually they want to hear that you're going to be remodeling or doing some kind of upgrades to your home that increases the value. So all depends on it all depends on um, the way they feel about you getting the HELOC. Most of the time, there's no questions asked. And I remember that I told them I was going to be doing upgrades to my home, which I did do some. But the important part is getting out of debt so that when you start doing the upgrades on your home, you're just increasing that value. You just got the good debt then that you're letting your income come in and work those balances right back down. Okay. No, it's not a www. It's only a ww. There's only two W's. I know that's weird, right? I thought that was weird too. That's just the way it's set up. You can't make it work. I don't know, Felix. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to have to get somebody on there. Go through the website and try it there because I think it's on the website too. And I'll put that in here. fantasticfinances.com. So try it through that. I don't know. It's aggravating that that's not working. I don't know why. I have shared your videos with many, and they are scared of this change. I love it. Thank you. And may the good Lord continue to bless you and your family. Thank you so much for that, Terry. I don't know why the fear is there. It must be a satanic attack on our finances. I don't know why. Everybody's so afraid. I could not wait to get my first line of credit. I could not wait to get the HELOC. So I don't understand the fear. I'm careful. I'm still careful. You want to be good with your line of credit. You want to take care of it. But I'm not afraid of it. Lord have mercy. No, I love taking out of that thing and putting into other things that's going to help me. I'm so excited. Do I know of any lenders that could help with a HELOC in Florida? There are so many in Florida. I have a lot of Floridians that are using HELOCs. If you're talking about a first lien HELOC, the link that I put in below or in the chat here, they can help you with that as well. Hi from Montreal. Hello. Thanks for your fast response. You are welcome, Felix. I think most people are afraid because they know they haven't fixed their spending habits, and without fixing your spending habits, then you are doomed to create the same cycle. Edna, I kind of agreed to a point. I think that people think that their spending is out of control, and if you're going into velocity banking thinking that you're going to get a line of credit just so that you can spend more money, then that's the wrong mindset. We are getting lines of credit to eliminate debt, eliminate payments so that we can have more cash flow to eliminate more debt. So you're right, Edna. It's not about buying TVs and new cars. It's about getting the line of credit to eliminate the debt you already have. And you know what? The easiest, and I'm going to show this before I go because this was the easiest concept to me. And it's such a game changer that people don't understand. I'm sorry, I just had this check in the mail pop in my head again because I'm not going to show it because I haven't eliminated, the names on this. I guess I could. Let me just mark them out and I'll show you. Because this is just a $1,500 loan that they're making. So I'm knocking everything off so that they can act like that I'm trying to defame them or anything like that. But I just wanted to show that if you're getting these in the mail, like I do, and I do get them, I'm going to mark all the information out so that, like I said, we don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt when I say this. But if you get these in the mail, that's a check, right? So when you get these, in the mail. They're going to come with a piece of paper that tells you all about it. Okay. And then this is it. It'll look like this. This is a check. So if you cash it, you're going to have the money in your bank. And according to this one, it says $1,525. Okay. So $1,525, not a lot of money, but sometimes, $1,500 really is a game changer for you in a month, right? Maybe you have a car repair and that $1,500 is going to really push you over and let you get your car repair. But let's read the back. The annual percentage rate, are you all holding on? So this is $1,525. This is the amount that goes into your checking account. So you can deposit this check. Now, according to the paperwork, the annual percentage rate is 59.43%. I know, right? 59%. That's crazy. So people will look at this and they'll say, yeah, but I need that car repair right now. And, I got to have it. So at the 59.43%, according to their paperwork, you're going to pay $579.44 in total interest only. So you're going to pay an extra $580 if you cash in this check, which is going to take you over $2,000 that you're paying back for this little bitty baby loan. Now, if you have the line of credit already set up and it's available and you're prepared, that's what we need to get the lines of credit for, is to be prepared. Even if you don't have any debt, be prepared. And let's say you take a $2,000 line of credit, okay? And you have to have the $1,500 in repairs done. So the $1,500 is for repairs. You take it out of this line of credit that you already had set up, getting prepared for this. And then your income, let's say you make a low $2,500 a month, but your income when you get paid goes right back into this line of credit to pay it off. So now your income is in, you've paid off, you've paid for your repairs, you now have $2,000 back into the line of credit because your income went in, and now you're just paying your expenses back out of the line of credit. There was no need to pay $500 in interest. You're not going to pay any interest using your lines of credit this way. Keep them available. Keep an extra credit card available that in the event you have a car repair, your refrigerator goes bad or whatever, that you have it available to go today and buy and take care of what you need. Then use your line of credit correctly, get that paid back off so you're not even paying any interest. I'm telling you, this is all day long scenarios. I'm going to give you another one. So let's say that you have a $10,000 balance on a car loan and you go get a $10,000 line of credit. Very easy. Should be very easy if you have over a 660 credit score. So your car loan is $10,000. This is the balance. And you have a payment of, let's say, $480. Okay? So when you move this car loan into a $10,000 line of credit, whether that be a HELOC or a PLOC or whatever, you have now eliminated the $480 payment, because as you get paid, and let's say you get paid $1,000 a week, it goes back into this line of credit. Well, this first $1,000 is going to satisfy any payment that was due on this line of credit. So let's say that it's a 14%. Let's just go really high. This car loan, let's say it was at 3.25%. In a loan, now you're in a line at 14%. So you take 10,000 times 14%. So let me take this back down. 10,000, 10K times 14% equals $1,400, right? So 1,400, then divide that by 12. So divide by 12 months, because this is for the whole year. 12 months equals $116.66. So this would be your interest if you let that $10,000 balance sit there for the whole year. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So this $116.66 may be your high interest for 1 month. Okay? But if you're using the line of credit correctly, and let's say you make $4,000 a month, because $1,000 a week, so you're going to put $4,000 total of income into this line of credit, and guess what? You're now just going to pay your expenses back out of that, okay? So if your total expenses, you were making a $480 car payment per month. You're not making that anymore. You've paid that off. You now have your car title in hand, and you're just working this back down with your income. And if you have $3,000 now in expenses still, and you paid this off, so now cash flow is $1,000 if you're making $4,000, but you still have $3,000 in expenses, it will work its way back up throughout the month, right? But let's see what the average interest is going to be, or your average daily balance, and then we'll figure out what your interest is, approximately going to run. So your average balance or daily balance might be 8,000 times 14% divided by 12. So you're looking at about $94 of interest maybe. Okay. Then guess what? Your income's going to go in again. So that means that your balance is down to $5,094. Your expenses are going to come out again throughout the month. Are you all able to see this? I hope so. So $8,094. And then we'll add some more interest in there. So let's say it's $93, which is not going to be that high, but I don't care to leave some room for error. So this was month 1. This is month 2 income. Month 3 income is going in. So now you're at $41.87. Do you see how a $10,000 balance that you've been sitting here making $480 a month payment on for Lord only knows how long? I know they go up to 7 and 8 years now. You're down to about a $4,100 balance in your third month. So how much longer is it going to take you to pay off this account? Well, you're talking about maybe 4 more months. So you paid off the $10,000 in what, 7 months, 8 months max. That should be happening all day long with every loan that you have. You should be working down your loan so fast, it's not even funny. Whereas with this loan here, you had about 21 months left. You paid it off in less than 8 months just because you decided to use a tool at the bank that served you instead of you serving these loans. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Does anybody not think that that is common sense? That's logical that we would switch to a line, get this thing paid off fast, and breathe, right? Thank you so much, Jovan. Thank you, Finding Dory. Thank you so much. Can you recommend the best way to track month-to-month velocity payments? Any spreadsheets you would recommend? I only have the velocity calculator with the mini course. That's all that I offer. I don't try to run people out of a bunch of money. That's why the 3-day webinar is so dang cheap. It's just important to me that we help people. And if you're helping people, then the Lord is going to take care of the rest, right? So we don't have to worry about anything to do with finances when we're doing our part of giving. Let me see if I can answer some more here right quick. The velocity calculator. Do I have the velocity calculator right here in front of me? It is on the Facebook private group. You're welcome to go check that out. Heard the PLOC is not guaranteed line of credit versus the HELOC, which puts your home as a guarantee. FELOCs. Sorry, I was thinking of a PLOC. Felix, we don't care about a guaranteed. Yeah, you're talking about the PLOC is unsecured, whereas the HELOC is secured by your home. I think that's what we're talking about. A line of credit is so much fun. Okay. When you learn how to use them, you will never, it's okay, Janelle, you're doing great just by being here. You're never going to feel about your finances the same way once you're into a line of credit. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I am going to sign off of here. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Everybody liked the video nearly. We have 168 likes now, which is crazy because I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful and so thankful that you guys came here and that you listen and that you learn, because that's what is important. And please go talk to other people about it. Okay. It's so important that everybody gets a chance to at least hear about this so that they can find some financial peace as well. I've been on for a while. I never stay on this way. Very good, Trace. Says it worked for me, paid my car off and loan in 5 months by using your method. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you sharing the success that you're having. Leave questions and comments underneath the video. I always look at YouTube every day. I think that it is beautiful how kind everybody is and how grateful everyone is at learning something that is going to bring them to financial peace. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you guys, join me for the 3-day webinar. If these links aren't working, I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to go look at that as soon as I hang up here, and I will be putting the new link underneath this video if anybody's having problems with that. Okay. Thank you so much for the likes. Oh my gosh, the likes just exceeded how many people are on, and that is super great. Thank you for that. I appreciate. Yes. Felix. Yes. I just went over the first lien HELOC. Yes. How do you sign up for the 3-day webinar? Well, I've been telling people to go to just 2 W's, christyvann.info/virtual. I put it in the chat. I hope that works for you. I don't know why it's working for some and it's not for others. So I hope it works for you. If not, you can go to my website, fantasticfinances.com, and I believe there's a link there as well. So, again, thank you guys. Wow, 206 likes now, and that exceeded the people that we actually have on right now. So, thank you guys for that. I appreciate you all. If I don't talk to you again, I hope that you have a wonderful new year. You need to come alive in 2025, financially anyway, and in every other way. Remember, go with God. There is no better way to go. And say it. Say what it is that you want. Write it down, set your goals, declare it every day that you are going to come up out of your pit that you're in, whatever that be, in with your finances, relationships, whatever. Stay encouraged and know that I am praying for each of you because I am excited that you are learning. I'm excited and I want you all in peace. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.